Question and answer. Am I too? Would you say that I am too loud in my Let's Start series? Would you say that looking at it, I should not be speaking out or speaking low? Some persons may say that. By the way, I'm seeing as if I'm on two separate chat. Uh, it seems as if I'm on two separate chat. Uh, okay, I'm gonna go on there. For those persons watching on this chat, I'm gonna be going on my PC, which I think is more better for me to actually respond. So you can just log off this and go on the other live stream that probably be on your screen just now. Okay, Funk, I'm speaking to everybody now. So take me a little bit because I'm not used to this live chat business. Yeah, like this. So I like to prepare my stuff, but this because this is question and answer, I am opening myself to questions so persons can actually talk to me. So here I go. All right. So hi everybody. Again, welcome to Keeping Jamaica. Welcome to my channel. Fish Keeping Jamaica is a channel which deals with the whole idea of fish keeping and fish cure. And fish keeping, right? And breeding, keeping, all the dynamics. So today I am before I don't see anybody online as yet, so I guess everybody's by JH still. Funk. Funk. Log off this chat and go on the other chat that is on screen now. Go on the other chat that is on live screen now because this one is just not working properly. Right? Alright. So I am check my other check my other link. Log off this one and get on the other one. Alright. Alright. So here am I. So fuck. Both of us. So let's talk same way. Now, hi OJ, what's up? Nice to see you, brother. Now, Fish Keeping Jamaica started officially last year, January. When it started, I met a lot of persons. I went to a lot of channels and I asked them to view my channel. Some persons did, some persons did not. In learning the whole ropes of YouTube, I, did my best so as to promote my channel, so as to promote me as myself as a YouTuber. Meet a lot of friends, and yes, okay, we're good now. Yeah, man, we're good. So I met a lot of persons, and I realized that some persons want benefits more than they just want just in it for benefits. When I first started, and this is just a preamble to the question and answer. I wish for you to ask me questions. That's primarily why I have this live chat today. It's hope that within the next couple of minutes, I will have other persons joining in. Okay, so last year, 2017, started YouTube. Started to raise I started to raise fish before YouTube. So this is like it's not something which because of YouTube I want to make money, so therefore I'm just starting this fish thing. I started a long time, right? So I met two cool guys by the name of Rab93 and Aquafunk. And that's where my journey began, where we actually started to communicate in the latter part of the year, and we did some collaboration and it was awesome. We hit it off real cool, right? And then you have some other individuals in whom we met off and we started good, and it just wasn't like that anymore, right? But over time you end up. I'm coming to that for what is my end goal on YouTube? Okay, I'm coming to that. I realize that some persons are more like they want something than they're willing to give or willing to offer. All right. I pause here with my monologue and I go to Funk's question. What is my end goal? My end goal is to meet a lot of persons of the same interest, which is in fish keeping, and share my ideas. At first when I started to watch YouTube, I watched several channels. There's this, no disrespect, I don't know if he's gonna be listening, but there's this old guy. I think he sounds as if he's from England, right? And he has a backyard with a lot of aquaponics thing. He's a white dude. He has a lot of hair on his face, and him always have a hat on his head, and he's out there. I think he have a little tent around the back, and him show you everything when plant, right? And I said to myself, say, that I could knock up this something similar to this. So I started, but before even that, I started to watch Joey DIY King. Yeah, DIY King. And he was not, well, to me, he was not so well known as now, which is, I can say that he has worked a lot. However, there are issues, right? Issues in which I've shared in probably about 4 videos. And I think I've said a lot. There are more to be said, but I think I said a lot, but a lot of persons been saying that I've been saying a lot of negative things. So I gave you the one with aquarium co-op, right? I showed you the difference in comparison. Later on this evening, probably about 3 hours from now, you will see another video with regards to JH, right? Probably you might be saying I'm knocking hard, but it's just the whole analytic perspective. And so because I'm a social scientist, I tend to look beyond just the fish swimming in the water, or the water change, or the mechanism that you actually purchase. I look more of the person than at what the person is doing at times. All right, so yeah, that's true. Money. Because listen, and this is something that really knocks hard. Why I some of the time I say this guy is only in for money. You know that I have my Patreon account, and you can stop by and whatever. Listen, if I have an interest in helping you to further on your little task, I believe that I would ask, and it's there, so you don't really have to be pushing it in my face like that. Because I know sometimes it's difficult financially to do something, especially if you want to make it big. But in doing that, you must understand that you only bite off what you can chew. So some persons say that I've been knocking Joey DIY hard because I've been talking about this and that. I remember that he has a child family to support, and he have a house, and that's doing his work and all that. That was his choice, right? I think it started out with the whole idea of loving the thing. It really awesome. It's an awesome hobby. And DPK, if he was here, he would share with you that this is an avenue in which you get to be one with nature. You get to actually, express yourself through varied means, right? So when I say express yourself, you can decorate your aquarium, you purchase a fish, and as the fish swims, it's like you feel one with nature. You feel good, right? And you realize that, you just feel cool and peaceful. It's different from a dog barking, or you walking the dog, or you cleaning the dog mess. You just sit there with music playing and you see the fish, and it's as if everything just take time and just, you know, your problems and all that just swoops away. Yeah, I thought that Aquaphone practically me alone have conversation, but nevertheless, all right still. And as I receive, we can do it up to 25 minutes if nobody else not forward. Well, I just call it a day, right? But my general essence of today's was just to have a question and answer with my viewers, right? And I appreciate you being here, brother. Appreciate it. Right? Brother from another mother. Hey, that rhyme. Cool, right? Yeah, I thought that the whole idea of YouTube, like you had said, is for persons to share their knowledge. Um, the business part of it would be like a baby learning to walk, and as soon as he makes his first step, not expecting it, the parents will say, good boy, and then you'll be motivated to continue. That's how I look at it. Right? But the truth, I started my little fish thingy around the back to sell to my local pet shop. Right? So it wasn't really for YouTube to put out like this. But as you go along, you meet other people doing the same thing. And I was getting really a lot of competition from larger farms than I am, selling the same fish I have for cheaper price, in bulk. So therefore, I just decided to just keep them for myself because I can't afford to spend so much money to keep fish and at the same time, running competition. So at times I do end up selling my fish to local pet shop because it's a seasonal thing. Sometimes you might have, sometimes the other farms might not have. So you know OJ, I started having the fish farm in which I have now in 2017 summer, right? When my son was just preparing to go to high school, right? I would, go by the pet shop on Sundays. Yeah, Sunday I came to school, Sunday class, and I would leave him at the school and I would go by the pet shop and we'd be there talking. The pet shop open on Sundays, right? What you call LFS, but LFS store. Um, hey, morning. It's after 1 now in Jamaica still, so it passed the morning, right? What am I willing to change for? Honestly, I don't see no really which I'll change for, brother. You understand? Because I am so addicted to this fish keeping thingy. Whether or not YouTube is there, yes or no. As a matter of fact, Friday evening, my daughter was like telling me that, hey, daddy, that YouTube is going to lock down on Saturday. And I was saying that nothing like that. I said, yes. And, she keep on saying that YouTube, we have no more channel. I said, well, so you go. You understand? So it's not really, say, boy, if YouTube actually ends, really, I'll be like, what am I going to do? Right? But, it's I want to reach to the stage in which I can help those persons in Jamaica that are not cognizant of fish keeping, rearing fish, um, the intimate details as to what I have been learning throughout the past 2.5 years. I want to be able to share that with others because when I tell persons that I do ornamental fish keeping, they say that for real, where you live in country, and I say no man, I live in a community, but my yard at the back is big, so I have this, and they would say wow, and I will start to tell them about fish keeping, and they will say wow, yeah, you know a lot, and then for some persons I help to fix up the tank, I help to them to choose the decoration, the type of fish. I think I remember building for the past couple of months. I built about probably 3 tanks for persons. So it's just the motivating factor behind it all because I've learned some things from you, right? I've kept angelfish for a bit, but I never yet seem to can breed them. I'm gonna still try, but I never yet seem to breed them, and I've learned a lot just watching your channel, right? And that's something in which I will always cherish. I've learned from persons in whom I've even spoken, and it seems as if it's bad against them, but I've learned from them. I've learned from DIY King how to do the drip system, how to do filtration system, how to actually set out to make the aquarium. Angelfish was like before we started to, but they died, and I think that reason why they died, Aqua, is that there was something wrong with the fish from the store. So I had about 6 in the aquarium, and I realized that they had some red thing around the gills. I went back to the pet shop. I told the lady, and she said that nothing was wrong with the fish. But after about 3-4 weeks, she realized that all of the fish actually died. So I guess she actually learned the hard way. So that's primarily the reason why and it was a lot of money for them. So therefore I never really go back to that way. I wanted fish that was hardy, fish that could manage harsh condition. So therefore I chose live bearers to start out with to encourage me. And as I see the live bearers actually start to reproduce, then now I start to go into other fish, and it turned out as how it is. Right? Yeah, I might go back into that. And I will go back into that because presently I'm trying to go the cichlid way. So I am watching a lot of fish well cichlids. I said him, yeah, fish well cichlids videos in which I'm learning a lot. Channels such as King and Queen cichlids, I thought that they would be more educational, but it's not. It's just anyway. I leave that for my assessment during the course of this week. But what's up? What's up, Matt? There's a little thing on my screen, so I never see that properly. All right, so I watch channel that is beneficial. Yes, we have retirement, we should laugh, we talk. I don't believe in ranting because ranting to me is like girlish, like two girls quarreling, or being in the classroom. I hear it a lot. Students bickering. Why did you do that? You should not do that. My thing is that I said that listen, Aquafong, this happened and it shouldn't happen because such and such and such and such. That is it. Done with that, right? But as far as ranting, quarreling, and getting fever, I'm not into that. I talk. I share my opinion, and my opinion is not solid where it is irremovable. I can come back and say, hey, listen, I made a mistake. After careful assessment, I realized that I was wrong. So when I look at it, it's like it's a work in progress, right? Matt, is there any question you wish to ask me with regards to fish keeping in Jamaica? OJ, you said something about purchase for angel fry, hoping for them to breed in the future. Well, angel fish requires specific water quality, temperature, and room space. What I've learned so far from the master aquafarm, it will be even an asset if you have some plants in that aquarium. It will also be an asset if you're trying to breed them. It would be an asset. Correct me, aquafarm. It would be an asset if you have them like species only. Well, that's my like. I like to have species only fish. So I have 19 fish around the back, right? And you'll rarely find me having 2 of the same species of fish in those 19 small containers. The large containers, that's a different thing, right? That's a different thing. Give me one sec. Turn off. Turn off. Sorry about that. Alright, so you have a lot of line plants. That's good. Ensure that your aquarium is kept. The pH is kept to a particular level. That means you're gonna have to siphon, change water, temperature is set, and you'll find that it will go. It will end up do what it's supposed to do, but it takes a while. Okay. Right. So OJ, I hope you're seeing what Aquafunk is actually saying, right? It and in Jamaica right now we're going down to, well, we only have the dry, well, the wet and dry season, right? And in the wet and the dry season now, well, in the dry season the time is hot. You have a lot of algae in the water. You have a lot of water plants actually turning yellow. And in the wet season now, the time is a little bit chilly, right? So what you find is that for me, my fish, like my goldfish and some of my cichlids, have started to lay eggs, right? So I took out some plants yesterday with some goldfish eggs and I placed them into a container by themselves. Hopefully, I'm not going to be preempting anything. So hopefully, if I see any wigglers in it, I will like get my camera and videotape. But if there's nothing, I won't say anything because I've learned the hard way. Last time I saw some eggs, I did that and nothing came. Right. So during this time of year, I normally have goldfish fries between September and December, and up to about February, and then probably in April again, and then for the summer, I might not get any. All right. So House of Buckets, you have two angels. Are you sure that these two angels in which you have are pair, uh, or are they you just have two angel fish? I so I was planning to do a video with this, but since I have this medium, oh, you're not sure. Well, probably you can hit up Aquafunk on his channel and he can tell you how to ensure that the angelfish you have are male and female. Right. I was planning to do a video on this, but since I have this medium, I share it with you. So I did a video a few weeks ago where I showed you that my severum spawn. Right now, my severum spawn, I got fries, so I know that they were both male and female. But I separated them while they were eggs, while they were egg, right? I separated the eggs from the parents. So they're swimming up and down. And gradually I realized that each day the amount of flies in the aquarium gets smaller and smaller and smaller until eventually I saw no flies, none at all. I don't know what happened. They just die. So it's a different thing from what protein actually experienced. It's a different thing from what I think somebody else said that their severum actually laid, but the egg, right? It's a situation where the fries just die. I don't know. Probably the next time in which this do happen, I will end up have to put in some sponge filter in that aquarium so as to ensure that the fries are comfortable. Because what I did, I placed the air hose inside of the aquarium, so it was just bubbling up. It wasn't really taking in any of the mess because I did not want to put the power head that would actually suck up the fries and the fries would eventually die. So that's what happened to my serum. So I'm back at square one, zero severum. All right. So my question is, anybody have a question for me in regards to fish keeping in Jamaica? Now, as far as fish keeping in Jamaica is concerned, on YouTube, you'll more find fish keeping, well, fishing in Jamaica. Persons do like, the fishing with the stick. You'll find a few of those channels in Jamaica, right? Not many, but a few. Water parameters. Well, the water is in Jamaica where I'm at right now. The water is a little bit heavy. Tell the truth, Aquafunk, I've never tested my water quality to see whether or not it is the pH is between, let's say, 5 or 6 or point whatever. I've never done that before, right? But I know that it is heavily treated by chlorine. So what I do, Aqua, is to I have a large container under my house top. My house top is made of concrete, and I actually full it of water. I actually fill it with water. I'm trying to speak standard English, right? And what will happen is that after about a week, I will use that and I'll change my water. And I have a water routine in which I use to do that. And periodically, and that's one of the reasons why I use plants, because the plants help to keep a balance in the pH in my system. In addition to that, the soil at the base of my ponds also help to maintain the pH level. You all know that clay and dirt helps the aquarium or the pond to get rid of a lot of those microscopic organisms that acts like parasites on your fish in there, right? Yeah, that's what I use. So that's that. It's like intuitiveness. I don't really have a kit because that I realized that I should have got one in the summer when I was in the States, but I did not. I realized that the kits in which they have in Jamaica, one, they are expensive, right? And two, it's not like it's reusable. It's only the strips that you actually dip in the water and measure against the color on the bottle, and I don't think it's worth it. So therefore, I did not purchase it. What I wanted was to actually get uh, instrument wherein which I could actually place it into the water and it actually gave me a reading. That's what one I wanted, but I just never get that one, right? So where I'm at, the the water is really from the river or a well, and then it is treated, and then it is piped to the citizens in the community, and then I will put it to the large tank, and the large tank now would actually serve my house should in case water actually um gone, or should I say not there, lack off. Yeah, that happened in Jamaica regularly, unlike developed countries in the world, right? The other day, Friday evening, like went away for a couple of hours. um so that's one of the reasons why I am not too like anxious to get a fish room, because I know that one day I will come home to see dead fish, because it's going to be very, very technical for me to have 100% planted aquarium. I set up 100% planted aquarium in my fish room. Um, yeah, everything in Jamaica is expensive, so you just have to use intuitiveness. You just have to be smart, right? So as to beat the system. Uh, okay, that's cool. Master X, Master X, where are you from? So any other question you wish to ask? Anybody else wish to ask any question? Fish keeping Jamaica. Uh, by the way, I'm a teacher by profession, a social scientist. So therefore, um, when I look at things, I said before, but when I look at things, I don't see it as how probably you might see a square, but I might see it beyond the square, right? I might look at it as a cube, but you just have to see the line on the other side, right? So that's practically it. Q&A, not much persons asking questions. I have probably about 19 or 20 different species of fish in my collection. About 19 plastic containers with aquariums, and one in-ground pond, and 6 aquariums inside. Right? Probably I might end up increase the amount of aquarium, but not by much, because of frequent power outages. I don't think I want to risk the whole idea of having so much aquariums and light actually go away for a day. Yes, like sometimes go away for like 9 hours, 10 hours, right? And then my fish will be out of oxygen, right? So that's it. Jamaica, Jamaica doesn't really, well, Jamaica don't have, right, any source of energy other than the natural sun, the wind, and the water, and that those energy is actually sold to the local electrical company, which end up sell us the customers. So therefore, everything is just directed from them. Okay, when am I going to do a backyard update. No, I did want it. I did one. I'm not sure. Okay, I try to do that next week because this week I am in the talkative mood. So this week I'll be primarily talking about different channels, the issues I have, you know, you know, about person's personality in fish keeping family. And as of today, the fourth of November, I will no longer use the word hashtag fish farm. I just use fish farm, right? Um, hey, Mr. D, thanks and more. Thanks for joining us. Right, so uh, the fish farm community is right now in a little power struggle. A lot of persons trying to go up, and as I said in one of my videos coming up, um, Dexter's World. You do check out Dexter's World. Yes, man. Yes, man. I've been watching several of Dexter's. Is it Dexter's with the guy from Indonesia, right? I've watched several videos. I spend my days watching videos on YouTube, learning from others. I'm hoping that I can actually transform whatever I learn to be practical in my practice, and then no persons would actually, So that's just it for me. The ceremony is my favorite. Ah, brother, is my favorite. You know, um, that's a tough question because you answer myself. You answer yourself, right? um, Rab 93 and Rab 93 and Aquaform is one of those persons in whom I drop everything and watch the videos. Um, I normally watch GH on Sundays, but I realize a particular trend. You'll see that later. So kind of ease off of that right now. Uh, I have other channels in which I watch. I might pop in with, and this is not really like say favorite, but I'm just telling you the channel that I will actually try to watch at least 3 or 4 of these videos for the course of the week. So it is Aquafung, Rob 93, Brenniger, yeah, Brenniger. I watch his channel. Fishwell Cichlids, right? And you have some other small channels. I don't remember the name. I watched one from Lacey's Place last night. Really funny, right? And that was really interesting. Seriously, which do you think is the the most educated YouTuber right now? Ah, I would have to do some deep soul searching because what I see right now is that everybody's trying to show off what they have and what they have done. I did a series archaeology a few months ago where I talk intimately about uh fish itself, the scale, the bladder, the gills, everything, and I realized that I only got about 20 odd views, 30 odd views for some of them, right? So when it comes down to the educational aspect, not much persons are gravitating to that. But as soon as I'm started to like speak with regards to issues which I might have with other YouTubers, I find that within an hour, for example, DIY King, I did something on DIY King, and within an hour, 70 views, right? Within a week, I'm like at 200 views, right? Within a month, I'm like at 500 views. So I'm not really making that being my priority in doing that. But series actually comes and series go. So therefore, I have my time in which I focus on certain things, right? So it's sad though. From I came to States and I did not actually meet you because I planned my schedule so as to meet you, but it just didn't work. I that pained my heart, right? And I don't know anybody in Miami. Well, I have persons in Miami, I have family in Miami, but I don't think I'll be going to Miami anytime soon. Right. So it's usually New York for me. Right? New York, Brooklyn, Bronx, no Brooklyn, Long Island, yeah, between those places. I might. So with regards to the most educational, most educational. You actually share a lot of educational thoughts, especially with common people here for the Kung Fu. Anyway, I know. Sometimes you have to sneak a little knowledge, right? Yeah, and it works, and the fun and the camaraderie in which I believe that you had with Rob and Andy. Uh, I thought that would have lasted a little longer, but bear with me. About I'm trying not to let the two of them actually come out at the same time. I'm finished with both videos. I'm sorry, but it's about 18 minutes long each. Where I look at Andy and the shenanigans, why I thought that it had to end, right? And JH, I'm gonna get a lot of flag for that. But that's been uploaded right now. I think that's one of the problem why I started and it was like laggy and I was like because everything was like on up at that point in time. But as far as education is concerned, I'm gonna have to sit down and look, because sometimes I watch videos until it's videos are popping out of my ears. I don't remember who did what, but I know that I learned this somewhere. So when I'm saying that I watched this somewhere, it's not that I don't want to big up a channel. It's just that I don't remember because as a fish keeper, as a YouTuber, as a fish keeper, you have to give credit where credit is due. So I comment and I will watch. And if anything, I'll take my notepad and I write down some ideas. And when I'm doing a video, I will pop in that section. And you see, Raliegh, I've done that several times when I mention you regarding a particular video. Well, Master X, I am not 100% sure, but it depends. It depends, right? Because tell you the truth, it's kind of rough for me on Sunday because on Sunday, that's my time with my fish, right? That's my time with my ponds because during the week, I go to work 8 to 5, reach home in the night, and then feed my fish every other day. So sometimes when they do have young ones, whether they spawn or they will give birth, I will not know until like Saturday. Saturday I go to church on Saturday. So on Saturday or on Sunday I will notice. So things just work out better for me on Sundays. So this is just like a break time for me with regards to my Sunday duties. I have a lot of things to do, brother. A lot of things, but I'm spending my time giving my viewers the opportunity to ask me questions regarding my hobby in Jamaica. Right? One of the reasons why I do not have all my aquariums in one space, the most preferred space would be on my veranda, right? But I don't think that it's I am ready for that right now because I would have to first get my shelves and I would have to get things to be placed at the sides. Then I would have to be getting one of those large air pumps to probably put in the roof. Yeah, and those air pumps are really expensive. Those air pumps are like about calculate about 70 US dollars for one. And then now I would have to fix up and all that. But I'm gonna be doing it, but it will take a while, right? There's a lot of issues in the fish keeping family. There's a lot of competition, and these competitions are subtly be done. SUBTLE, right? So being done. So if you don't listen carefully, if you don't watch carefully, you won't really um grasp some of these little insinuations that have been made by several YouTubers, in which you probably might even like. For example, although I plan to mention this in a video during the week, um, when I when a viewer says in a video that persons are bottom feeders, disrespecting anybody in particular, there's no way on earth that I am gonna be putting a love beside the suggestion or putting a thumbs up, right? There's no way in which, sorry about that. Next door neighbor did something over the yard. There's no way in which I'm gonna be saying that I love you, man, and that you're an awesome guy and all that. Now, if you say something to somebody whilst you're, somebody comments something and somebody say something, and I think that it's because I go through my discussion, I go through my comments, and if I feel that it might offend somebody, I'm gonna delete it, right? Yeah, man, I feed my fish every other day because if I don't feed my fish every other day, I would have to change my water every single week. And the rate of water bill, I can't manage that. It's not like cents in a dollar in Jamaica. I mean in America, right? It's not that cheap, right? The first time I placed my 0.5 horsepower water pump um on my ponds, because I usually filter it with a large canister filter, following the strategy in which Joey DIY did with the pipe and all that, right? I did that for about 1 month. Let's say my light bill was like $70 US, right? And I did that, and I placed my 0.5 horsepower pump, and it was running all through the day, all through the night. And at the end of that month, right, my light bill came to like double the amount, 140 US dollar that is. So it was like crazy high. So I disconnected, sold the pump, and I just decided to go solely with the plants. And my fish actually work out okay. Yeah, brother, you see what I say? You see what I say, folks? So there's no way. That's why I say I don't really care whether or not person want to rant and rage, whether or not I say something yes or no. Fact of the matter is that from you say a disrespectful thing like that, whether it was a small YouTuber or a large YouTuber, I'm gonna delete them up, delete that thing off of my thing. Right? So the fact that you actually put a heart beside it and put a thumbs up, that means your name is like in one accord. But listen, no matter how much clubs, no matter how much president, no matter how much notation I get from the different societies in fish keeping in America, England, or Wales, or whatever, the fact of the matter still stand that I come from Jamaica and I don't give whether or not that stand up. Right? What exit? I'm trying to hold my own right now. I intend to do a video on that. So let's just leave it like that for the time being, right? So you see that probably about Wednesday, Thursday, right? And at the same time, it's all about hate and jealousy. Yeah, it's crap, man. But anyway, let's get on. I work at okay. Well, you see, because you work there, it's kind of easy, and probably you're an electrician too, right? So you end up will be able to actually get that get that done, right? But I'm a sociology teacher. I'm a fuck you, God. I'm a sociology teacher. I get shocked a couple of times setting up that thing on the back, and it's there. Funk, you see the wheel when I'm really poised. Probably even tonight, probably I might do that, and I might do that, right? And I'm gonna tell you this, Funk, I'm a straightforward person, and I will sit and I will watch. Even if you say you hate me, I will watch your videos because your video is interesting. I'm coming back to you, Miss Master X, right? Hey, fish keeping, hey, DPK Aquatics, nice to see you, brother. Kind of line up, with 6 persons. Come to tell me, all right, right? So we're good. So Funk is a whole lot of things I have to say, but because of my Christian background and my mental focus is on just see what you're saying respectfully, but at the same time you need to get it out, because if you don't get it out, you're gonna probably might regret it. You understand? So the fact of the matter is, I never yet tell you anybody at all my qualifications or where I'm coming from, my background, my educational background, the president of whatever, right? I'm just trying to be friends with as many persons in whom wishes to be friends with me, share my ideas, you share. I will learn, because some things I can do in Jamaica, some things you can't do, right? Because, for example, I can have a pond in my yard for 365 and a quarter days in a year, right? And it works well. But for many persons, they have their ponds in their yard probably about 3 months in a year, because as soon as it touch fall, like on autumn like fall, right? Everything in there starts to die. Unless you have some goldfish or some koi, right? But you see what I mean? So we share and we adapt what is adaptable and we move forward. DVK. Yeah, I'm here. Learning to fish keep. Um, it's a question and answer section, Q&A, really. Yeah, DVK, you know it, right? So and that's the reason why I have been doing. That's the reason why I've been doing the Let's Talk series. Not because I hate anybody, but just because um I think it's just worth saying, right? So Master X, how long have you been doing fish, raising fish, keeping fish at home, and how big is your system? Yeah, don't forget to hit that like button, okay? Don't forget to hit that like button. There's a few of us, so we all can participate in the conversation. All right. Okay. Yes, DPK. What I find is that whenever the what I call it now, the atmospheric condition changes, the fish diet change. When the fish diet change, I have to cut the amount of food I actually feed it. For example, it's going down to the end of the year now. It's in November. So if, for example, I normally give, let's say my koi fish. Let's say I have one koi fish, and I normally give my koi fish. I remember the stomach of the koi is as big as the eye. So if I normally give the koi fish like 3 or 4 pellets, right, I will end up start to decrease it. So I will end up with 2 to 3. This is just an example, depending on the size, right? Because if I tend to give them the same amount, what you find is that they will not eat it, they will not consume it, and the feed itself will stay in the water, and it will depreciate the water quality. Master X, I'll leave my email address in the description below, and we can communicate privately, right? So I will leave I don't want you to put your, because anything you put in the chat section will stay there, because the live chat will be saved, right? So you just check the description as soon as the stream finished, about probably about 12 minutes or so. I don't think I'm going over 1 hour 5 minutes, right? So as soon as it finishes, understand, you can just check the description and put my email address, and we can talk from there, right? Okay, so yeah, reading pattern. DPK, you're really late, because I was sharing with my viewers, right, that I realized that some spawning started to take place with my goldfish, and with some of my light bearers, and with some of my cichlids, right? So I'm starting to see eggs, I'm starting to see fries, and it's looking up is looking good. What normally mash me up now is that when I say mash me up, what always mess me up, right? Is that each time when I get eggs in my goldfish pond, the little tadpoles always come by and consume them. I have not seen them in a bit, and I move the container with them and I place them somewhere else. So hopefully I can get at least 15 to 20 goldfish. Right. The last time I got about 150 and I sold about 80 or 90 to the pet shop and I got a little change. I think it was that money that I used so as to get the pump. It never worked out for me. So I sold back the pump and I ended up doing something else. Right? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Well, fish that are like mollies, like live bears, you don't have to feed them. You just have to keep up the water quality. In the sense that you probably change water. You don't want to dig up the algae at the side. You can keep it like that, and they won't die. They will eat the algae, and the algae have some microscopic organism on it, in it, should I say, right? In which actually provide the protein in which the fish needs so as to survive, right? So you can if you want, you can pinch a little bit, like half, or you want to give them inside, half of what you would give them inside. You can pinch a little bit and give it to them, but not much because the algae is like food for them, so they are good there. Yes, and you find that DPK, and you find that um yes, because well, DPK, here the thing, warm water keep less oxygen, cold water keep more oxygen. However, um you know that the will some fish require a certain temperature to survive properly. Some fish requires warm temperature. Some fish requires cool temperature. If the fish is well, that depends on low temperature. Experiences hot temperature. The fish will actually have what I call internal combustion. Something nice. So yeah, so it will actually overheat and it will actually die. And if the fish is actually getting too cold, the fish will end up die same way. So you have to actually watch that. And what I tend to do is to actually put my ponds near trees. You might say that this sounds strange, but they are like underneath the cherry tree, underneath the soursop tree, underneath the papaya tree, and the tree acts like a, I don't know if it makes sense, but it acts like an insulator to me. So it's not really in the open when the breeze is blowing and the rain is falling and all that. A lot of trees are over it. So what I have problems with now is plant litter actually in the pond. But I change that periodically. Yes. From the babies are pregnant. Yeah, they are pregnant. As soon as they are out, they start to do the nasty. So you find that they get pregnant very quickly. What will happen is that they will give birth to probably only one fry, and the fry will look very, very fine. And chances are the other fish in the aquarium will consume them. And this will continue until they actually mature into larger mollies, in which they will start to give birth to larger fries, and larger fries will end up be more than one, probably about 5 or 12. And the bigger the fish gets, is the larger the litter, or should I say, the larger the amount of fries, because you can get up to 45, 60 fries depending on the size. And you know that you have high fin molly and low fin molly, right? The high fin molly, they look big they big like a finger, right? And the normal molly size is probably about 1.5 inches, right? But the high fin is like probably about 3 inches, 3.5, right? Okay. I'm reading here. Yes, Fong, they are pregnant. Question sign, yeah, man. Pregnant. In Jamaica, I've seen, because I'm in the classroom, I've seen kids as early as 9-year-old actually getting pregnant, brother. Right? Never too early for a shower rain. Alright? If I dream about ground that long, we have to feel back to that. It's not much over. I have to spend money slowly over time. Yeah, Master X, yeah, it takes some money, but you know what I advise? I advise Master X is that you do it gradually. Fish keeping, I know you're gonna watch a lot of channels and you're gonna see a lot of persons do a lot of things, and you're gonna say that you're gonna do this, and you end up, if you follow what everybody say, you might end up get bankrupt. So you do it piecemeal, you do it one step at a time. Now, you have Rob 93, right? He started out with a few aquariums and now he has a lot, right? You have Aquafunk, he started out with probably one or two aquarium and now he has several, right? So just do it step by step and you will find out that the more you get more prolific in keeping fish, the more you end up getting different aquariums and you become a little bit more, prolific in it, and you find that, hey, this is like nothing. Maple Street Aquatics, nice to see you. Yeah, yes. All right, give me a sec. I'll be back shortly. So, a sec. So I'm back. I'm sorry, I'm back. Next meeting. Yes, DPK, that's a good idea, but here on no DPK. The investment which will be needed for a solar system would be of such that you will have to reach a particular level in fish keeping to actually try to attain such, right? So as I said before, in probably in the States it might be a little bit more easier for you to actually acquire some solar device so as to implement in your system. But in Jamaica it's not so easy. It's a developing country. So your things are just really out of range for the normal individual, right? Uh around the Angler, nice, long time I not see you, brother. Nice to see you now. Aquafong, I don't understand when you say like he was going to the next meeting. Which next meeting? Meaning that another live stream or he's in negotiation with Andy. Don't answer that. Don't answer that. Don't answer that. Randy, I have not seen you actually put out any work recently. What's up? Oh, local fish club. I thought for a moment I thought it was a local gun club. It's packing heavy. Alright. So you see, it would be great to have a fish keeping club in Jamaica, But I have too much responsibilities to pick that. If anybody start it, I would gladly participate. But to start it, that's that. Nah. All right, so probably Rob 93 might see some of your angels at the club auction fund. So probably you can get them back through that means. No. That's a responsibility I don't think I can manage. Right? I like the whole idea of Randy, because I wondering how is it that coming back to your phone? I was wondering how is it that I don't see anything for you because I've been checking out your channel. Yeah, check out channel. See, I subscribe to a lot of channels. Um, and for some persons they might say it's impossible to check on. I try to at least watch one video of each person you just subscribe for each week. So you might put out 10 videos and I might skip through a few, but I guarantee I'm gonna watch at least one. Uh oh, Maple Street. Maple Street. Is that because you like maple syrup? Okay, okay, Orlando. Nice to see you, brother. Respect. Okay, that's nice. That's nice. That's nice. Or is it Mrs. Rob 93 I'm speaking to when they say Maple Street? From so many times you have to take things and look to see if okay, they need to make fish keeping summer camp for kids that goes calculator. Yeah, that's true. Then about conservation efforts in there. That's true, that's true. But here I know. I think it was last academic year. A few students went to the river on a expedition. I think it was an educational expedition. And the teacher was at the front, students passing, and two students just slipped off and went over. And they never came back because they went into the water, got in difficulty, and they drowned. And the teacher ended up in problems. So as far as kids and rivers and waters, we try to stay away from that. So that's kind of a little bit technical. Yeah, you understand where I'm getting at, right? All right. So Pegasus Trader sells a solar water pump operating off DC. They have it in corner of the Argentina. Okay. Okay, 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 okay. Yeah, yes, DPK, that happens. So as far as taking out kids, that's what we could is if we could sensitize them about fish keeping, and then probably when they get a little bit older, we could probably have just like we have 4-H club and um all those little clubs around environmental clubs, we could start a fish keeping club. That would be great. But it will take a lot of time and effort on somebody's part. Right? DPK I could I mean if I'm going on. I mean if I'm going yeah, one I was sitting down, I was saying to myself, no, if I was to reach a stage where I'm like, I don't know how many of you actually I have kids, right? And they watch Minecraft and they watch this guy by the name of Unspeakable. And these guys are very awesome as far as gaming is concerned, right? Their camaraderie is very tight, very good, right? And they're business oriented. But at times they do and go on vacation and they do go out all over the place. And I said to myself that, if by chance that, we make it and we are able to finance certain aspect of this hobby as a family, or we could even let's say make a link up probably in LA or in Miami, or even everybody fly out to make us spend a weekend or a week, and we chat and we talk and all that. That would be awesome. That's the level. That's the level I'm thinking at. I'm not thinking about self, I'm just thinking about the whole idea that what, as I teach my students in class, if you have one matchstick and try to break the one matchstick, it's very easy to break. But if you have 3 or 4 or 10 matchsticks and try to break it, it's a little bit more difficult. So therefore, us as fish keepers, if we should actually bond together and stop the whole infighting and competition, right? I'm better than you, and you are bottom feeder. Yes, become a I'm gonna sign up in a different name, and I'm gonna come haunt your channel and all that stuff. You know, they're going to the whole idea of what saying. Well, there's a saying in Jamaica: "Out of the heart, the mouth speak." That means anything when you say out of your mouth, and that you think out of your heart, right? For real. So you don't have like wells in where you're at. because I learned that some section of the states they have a lot of wells. So persons who are doing fish keeping, they like it because they are able now to utilize the well water. They don't have to use the treated water from the system, town water, because the town water have a lot of chemicals in it that the fish doesn't really like. Yes, Maple Street. Tell you I'm high for me. Suspicious, you know, things say I rap girlfriend that. But anyway, um, yeah. What do you think? What do you think, guys? So I have 8 persons in the chat. Well, I started off with 0. I'm now have 8. I'm appreciative. Good feature plan. I hear you. When I went to the river the last time, the last videos you saw, right? My son and I was actually putting the camera in the water. And then my son went around and jumped and said, Daddy, I saw a crocodile, probably about the length of you, just run in the water. Right? So on top of all those pretty fish that you saw in the first, I think the first and the second video, crocodiles are actually in the water. So the fish was actually, no, I understand the reason why the fish actually wasn't there. They were like in the, I could see them, but even with the camera in the water, you couldn't see them. There were some big fish like this with some stripes. I don't know what type of fish they were, but anyway, so that would be some tour guide because trust me, I would just give them the instruction and cut because no alligator not going to eat me. Yeah, but everything comes with time, man. Let's see how it works out, DPK. Let's see how it works out. Let's see how it works out, friend. Let's see how it works out. Alright, so I have a video coming out. It would probably come out about a couple hours after this because I'm gonna have to like um put the end annotations and the cards and all that and do a little thing on the bottom before I actually publish it. But that should be interesting. I'm just gonna spend about 10 more minutes and then I'm gonna leave, right? Jamaica fishing trip. That would be awesome. But you know what? To start that from I would have to fly you guys down and then probably have a little what you call it now, a little, you know, round table talk and we sit down and we, you know, talk about what why them time they from you walk with stick. You understand? And me I walk with stick and probably bend my back. So I don't know if it ever makes sense. Cause see me around from alligator with my bend back and my stick. And over there, you have the that's a gator. Right? But this is interesting. Very, very interesting. So you know, come to think of it, my wife was saying the same idea, but I I I I I'm thinking about it still. A matter of fact, design was all designed up. Thing was all put together and said that I should do this, but I say that I'm not ready for this yet. I'm just I'm just waiting a bit. I want my friends to be at that particular level. We are at a level that we don't have to be, you know, wondering how much watch time we have and all that, how much subscriber, whether or not person gonna unsubscribe, whether or not we're gonna be able to eat our food today or starve tomorrow. We want to reach at a stage where we are not really concerned about that. We're just doing things because we like it and persons appreciate it, and you know, based off that, persons hear about us, we just move on. You know, that's the level in which I want to reach. Yeah, I believe in big G's, man. DVK, you're some joker. You're some joker, brother. But you know, in Jamaica, there's a saying that is said, better and you can laugh better than quarrel. So you know, it's really awesome talking to you guys. Yeah. uh yeah man. We you said we too, we are come together as one, we find that everything does. We can beat it. We can beat the negativity. We can achieve what we want to achieve, right? As I said before, right now in Jamaica we are going down to the cooler temperature because cool temperature from North America is blowing towards the Caribbean over to the east. Yeah, to the east. So you find that we are getting cool temperature. However, warm temperature from Africa is still blowing towards the west. So therefore, that warm and cool temperature is creating like a disturbance within the system. So as a result, we have intermittent weather, which results in a lot of changes in temperature on a regular basis. Yeah, a lot of saying, you know, yeah. And them say blood thicker than water, dirty water, blood run through vein, dirty water run in a gutter. And them say better to be safe than sorry. Enough more. Wait a man, you're right, you're right, you're right, you're right. So from just say it's a given. Every Thursday you'll be live, right? Every Thursday you'll be live. Right? So uh every Thursday live on Aquafunk channel. Check him out. He was really exciting last Thursday, guys. Funk, I want to tell you, say, I just came in, you know. Yeah, man, I just came in from work. Family and everybody came in, put on a laptop, up the system, and it's no, it was really fun. And my wife was asking me if I'm not gonna, do anything other than watching that, and I told her that you were wherever. So she was like, yeah, and she sat beside me and she was laughing at some of the stuff. All right, yeah, brother. Anytime, you come to Jamaica, just hit me up, and I ensure that I come by you and I get some real Jamaican food, no herb, food. Iguana, no brother, you have to go Cayman Island for that. In Jamaica, it's like because they are not as lot as in Cayman. In Cayman, you have oxtail. In Cayman, you have a lot of iguana. I mean, like you pull your door and the Cayman, the iguana will be rushing in. You know, you walk into your yard and you're just stepping on them going across. And in some Caribbean countries, they start to eat them now because the population is over. It's like it's blowing out of proportion. So as a result of that, a lot of persons are consuming these things. But we don't really eat that here. Um, all right, so you have some Chinese people working on the road in Jamaica, right? And we realize that a lot of dogs are being missing. So this is being attributed to some Chinese persons actually paying the locals monies to get the dog so that they can cook it and eat it. Because in China they say I don't know, in China they say that dogs are a delicacy and dogs are eaten. So I guess the iguanas in Cayman are eaten, but in Jamaica it's not. Just like the dogs in China are eaten, but the dogs in Jamaica are not. So everywhere you go, it's a different delicacy, right? Brother, brother eat them things different. By the way, I only eat fish, milk, cheese, and egg. Don't eat them something, brother. A lot of vegetable, right? So that's it, DPK. The rest of you guys who are watching, happening in Puerto Rico, Chinese restaurant, poop on the dogs. Hey, Fong, you're from Puerto Rico, don't it? So have you ever been by one of those Chinese restaurants and get some nice, delicious meat can? Fong, before you leave, answer me. Fong, answer me, man. You ever eat stew dog before? DPK said, I'm not leaving until Fong answer. Fong, I can handle the truth. Answer, Fong. For real, brother. Seem like come out the fish trap, but I have to mention this. The other day there were a farmer came out to him about 6 donkey, and he came out for his donkeys because his donkeys will be used to carry the produce down to the bottom of the hill. When he came out, he found his donkey's intestines on the ground and the donkey gone. Right? There's this thing which says that they are now exchanging guns from Haiti, and they are now selling Haitians donkey for meat. Right? So it's crazy. Crazy. DVK. Yeah, so that means they eat iguana already, DVK. No, in Jamaica it's not horse, it's donkey. Right? Not horse meat, it's donkey meat. Alright guys, thank you very much for tuning in. I appreciate it. I had some really fun laugh. Um by the way, jellyfish can eat? I don't know. People eat a lot of things. I'm just wondering. Yeah, anybody know if jellyfish can eat? I don't know. And I haven't heard anybody mention that they eat jellyfish. Alright. Yeah man. Appreciate it. Take care. Love y'all. Look out for my video in the next 2 hours. Do it some last minute thing with it. Bye bye for now. See you next time. Peace. Funk. Link you later.